Hey now. Love and Light Collective. Love and Light. Coach Love and Light here. Tapping in with you guys. So I want to elaborate a whole lot more in detail of why it is important that you understand spiritually about sex. So, what I have been trying to um, help you guys to tap in and understand about is the fact that every single day since you were little, all you see all over social media, the news, and different commercials and whatever else is the promotion of sex. And this is a strategic plan and agenda. Sexualizing everything is actually a negative, but that is basically how a lot of you have, been raised up. Everything has been sexualized. A person who um, is very, very sexual on a daily basis uses their region down there to, um, I guess, get by, just to get by, just to get by, just to get by, So, a person who uses um, sex as a form of instant gratification, uh, a way to come up, a way to trap, a way to block, stop, and hinder other people is a negative. Because you have to understand, again, the Bible says that you are only supposed to give yourself to one person, the person that is like you, one person, not everybody, you know. You can't be out here like, for the community, pass around type of situation, very loose with your sexual energy. Let me explain a little bit further. If you will notice someone who is in that energy, spreading themselves around, sleeping around, misusing and abusing, you will notice not only does it have an effect on themselves, but the person and or people that they are partaking with. But what I want to specifically highlight, the person who is in um, the spirit of lust, using their sexual organs to try to gain, literally loses. Because a lot of people don't realize that your sexual region is tied to your money. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. I was led by the Most High to speak on this because I don't think that people are getting it. I just had this conversation with a very sweet um, individual that I have crossed paths with. And I looked that person in the eyes today and I said, a sexual fast is needed. Definitely. Because it can actually hinder you on a different level. when you're out using your body in ways that you don't realize, casually, um, uh, obsessively. Here's the deal. So, what I've been trying to relate is that again, it has an effect on your mental, your physical, your spiritual, and your finances, your manifestation abilities become zero when you are using your body in an unprofessional, ungodly way. um, so I'll give this to you as an example, like so a person who likes to target people and their whole objective is to seek and destroy. That person does not have an ability to manifest on their own. So, what that person does is they will seek out someone else so that they can steal that person's sexual energy and run off with that person's sexual energy for their own personal gain because they cannot manifest themselves. A person that does that is stuck in their south node. Failure to learn lessons, failures to grow, failure to change, failure to love oneself. And then it shows because they may be able to temporarily get money, but it won't last. Always remember, anything that is ill-gotten will not last. If it's not of God, it won't last. The only time you will get residual, continuous, successful manifestations is when you are walking upright and you are loving on yourself and um, giving yourself to the Most High and not giving yourself to man. See, what I am noticing, and I don't think that these people realize it, I'm seeing in the energy, these people out here are doing very demonic things, using sex to try to have an impact on other people, trying to give them illnesses through sex, trying to hinder other people through trying to have sex with other people, trying to make a come up off of having sex, trying to trap other people by using sex. If you would take notice that they're not doing too well. Their physical and their mental is not well at all because they are working from a place of fear and lack. When a person has to get out here and use sex as a form of manipulation, a form of control, a form to trap, believe that energy will follow that person and it will keep them in the basically the fight or flight mode because they're constantly having to do the same thing. revealing to everyone that they have failed to learn their lessons. You are here to learn, collective. God did not give you your bodies for y'all to be around here misusing and abusing and not understanding why you cannot manifest, why you're losing, why you're lacking, why you can't keep anything, because it is just running through your hands. As soon as you get it, it's gone. It doesn't last long. And then you have to repeat that same disrespectful cycle all over again of giving yourself and doing this for a piece of change and this one and that one, and or trying to scheme and scam other people by using sex. This is something that is being used on a whole totally different level. And while the person who is doing it, they're seeking out to hurt the other person when it's really hurting them. Because I just want to highlight and pinpoint the people who are out here using their sexual organs to try to trap, block, and stop someone else while trapping, blocking, and stopping themselves and not realizing it. Because in the moment of gratification, of instant sexual gratification, it's not setting in that it's only an illusion. It's only a temporary thrill because it won't last. Just like that moment of satisfaction when you reach your peak. Remember, it does not last. So I want you to think about that the next time that you decide to engage in frivolous, meaningless sex with someone that you don't see a future with, that you don't have plans on talking to after the next 90 days type of situation. Think about that, and then think about your pockets. Relate your sexual behavior to your bank account and your pockets and see how that adds up. Do you have money in the bank and saved? Or are you scrambling and steadily having to use the same methods, failing and going nowhere fast? Because as soon as you get $1 or two, it disappears, it goes away. I want you guys to think about that because, like I said, this is a very important topic. I had to have this discussion with someone who is really, really tapped in, but not tapped in enough to realize that they have been doing themselves a disservice by carrying on the way that they have been carrying on. And I do mean sexually. Collective, again, you have free will. You're welcome to do whatever it is that you choose to do. This is just Coach Love and Light here, dropping the spiritual tea. Just wanting to, as per always, I want to pick you guys' brain. I want to bring you thought-provoking topics and discussions, y'all. I want you to think about, compare your sex life to your bank account. And once you make your assessment, I want you to write the pros and the cons list. What have you gotten, pros and cons, of your sex life? What have you gotten? Have you progressed? Have you elevated? Have you become a millionaire? Or have you lost everything and steadily losing, steadily in the fight or flight mode, steadily not progressing, steadily being stagnant, steadily wishing, hoping, and praying, but refusing to learn your life lessons, because the Most High will show you on repeat until you learn that lesson of what you should not be doing. And I'm seeing a lot of people out here, they're complaining about their situations, they're scheming, plotting, and planning, using their bodies to try to gain, yet failing. Failing because of the fact that they refuse to learn their lessons. It's just that simple. Learn your lessons, collective. Learn your lessons. And Coach Love and Light about to help you out with that lesson. The most important lesson of your lifetime. If you've never heard this before, you're about to hear it now. And then you yourself can go and relate that same message to someone else that could possibly use the information. Love yourself. Love on yourself. That is the biggest lesson ever. And the way that you demonstrate loving yourself is preserving yourself, keeping yourself to yourself, not just giving yourself away to any and everybody because of the fact that it's trending, and or you're allowing your emotions to get the best of you, and or you're feeling like by engaging in that type of activity, it will help you to gain, but in actuality, you lose. You mess up your balance. You fuck up your chakras. You halt and stagnate your manifestations by being out here in the energy of lust. Instead of using your body for personal gain and or to hurt and hinder someone else, why don't you use your mindset to work around that, to get away from that type of mindset so that you don't continue to repeat generational curses, hurting yourself, hurting your offsprings and your lineage, your ancestors. I just wanted to tap in with you guys and, just really drop this spiritual tea on you. Love yourselves, collective. Love on yourselves. Stop seeking outside of yourselves for what is within you. Stop letting people come in your direction, helping you to continue the vicious cycle, not breaking the generational curses. Stop allowing people to coerce you sexually so that they can try to gain off of you because you don't know yourself, because you don't love yourself. This is very, very important. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Warning. You are in this moment being warned to love yourselves. And how you love yourselves is by keeping yourself to yourself. Go within. Learn about you. Learn how to love yourself and stop seeking outside of you for what's within you. Love and Light Collective. Love and light.